SAT score reports, the section scores, and this is really more important than it looks because it's so tiny on here, but it's super important because we're going to talk about something called super scoring in just a second. In this instance, I'm a good, got a 490 in the English score, and of course, they don't call it English, they call it evidence-based reading and writing score. Reading and writing, that's English. And I'm a good got a score of 520 in math. Now, before we go into what the percentiles are or other information that you might see on the score report, as a college counselor, what do you think about these individual scores?
The scores are probably relatively average. I don't think that there's anything, with the 490, 520 that jumps out as, this kid knocked it out of the park. Right. But I do think that the scores are reasonable. You would still be certainly admissible to many institutions with a 1010 and a 490, 520 breakdown.
But let's pretend for a second that she takes the test again in August. She goes down 10 points to a 510 in math, but improves her English score to a 530. They would take the better math score from this testing and the better English score from the second testing and create this fake score that's called a super score. This is done in my observation, both to help the student, but also to make the college look good, because it makes the scores look better overall if they take the better score from different testings.
Yeah,
have you heard something similar?
Yeah, absolutely.
You might notice also that they have some color-coded marks to the right of the scores. They have a green circle with a white check mark in it, and it says you've met the benchmark for the English score of 490. Yet, the math score of 520, which is 30 points higher, it's a higher score, they have a yellow circle with an exclamation point, which says you've scored below the benchmark. So even though the math score is higher, basically what they're saying is that on average they expect American high school students to score higher in math than in English. So that's, in my opinion, the most important information on the score report. Your section scores and your total score. And if you care, just as feedback in case you want to take the essay again, your essay scores.